YouTube, I'm back with another reaction video, and today we got none other than KIWI Tapes. How are y'all doing today? KIWI Tapes on this channel, like he's a stagnant, you know what I'm saying? He's a stagnant appearance on this channel. You see right here, boom, boom. KIWI Tapes is the GOAT. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he has one of the better videos on YouTube. He's up there too, and this video got 2 million views. I was gone for a while. I might have watched one or two of his videos while I was gone, but 2 million views? We ain't never reacted to something like that before. Let's go ahead and get into it. Off the screen, this boy, man, all right, off this, I got a lot to say. Just get ready, bro. Go ahead, grab your popcorn. Let's go.
Dakota and Felicity are a couple in their...
This is Dakota? Felicity, where's your shoes? Felicity, that's a name? Where are your shoes at though, bruh? You the main, and you in water, you finna get a worm.
Early 20s from West Virginia, and chances are you might have seen a video featuring one of them floating around TikTok, as they have both been...
That boy 20? That boy not 20. That boy look like the Mask, like the actual Mask, not Jim Carrey, the Mask. That was the way he looked like.
The subject of numerous multi-million view videos, but it goes so much deeper than skits on camera, because the last 3 years have been an absolute roller coaster, especially for Dakota. His story taking turns, I don't think...
Banging? He banging? He a blood? But if they catch him, but they do some in every video I have a stutter. In the Minecraft video I had a stutter. They would do some irreparable damage to him. Like, look at bro, he not about it.
Anyone expected.
Let me see.
I think the best way to tell this story is in chronological order. We don't know much about Dakota's early life, but we know that he had a falling out with his parents around the age of 18 that led to him living on the streets. But in 2023, he would meet a TikToker and wannabe rapper named Crazy K. Crazy K assumed that Dakota was a child and pulled over to film him, but after realizing that Dakota was...
Time out. You pulled over to film a child? Like, this is a grown man. Like I told you, he looked like the Mask. This is a grown man, but you pulled over to film a child? That's what you did? Nah, we need to check him. This video don't need to be about bro right here. It need to be about Crazy K for real.
In fact, an adult, they started to hang out and make content together, producing numerous viral videos.
Yo, where's Crazy K at? What you looking for him for?
Crazy K was a terrible influence on Dakota, who had been kicked out by his parents in the first place for substance use issues, and this was something that wasn't a problem in the Crazy K household. This would also be the origin of Dakota's obsessions with the Bloods gang. You'll notice in a lot of his videos that he has red handkerchief items all over the place. Let's just say that the Crazy K days were absolutely nuts. There are some videos of Dakota at the club that I can't even show on YouTube. But I will show you photos like this, which are absolutely amazing. But things were not absolutely amazing for Dakota, who is rapidly deteriorating during his time with Crazy K.
What a day in the hood with Dakota.
Man.
Yeah, he counting up a couple of dollars. Now we just cruising.
This nigga low as heck. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, whatever your name is. I forgot his name, Dakota or Felicity. One of them, bro. One of them. I think the girl who had their shoes off was Dakota. My bad. But, bro, you too little to not be having your seatbelt on, bro. One crash, bro, you going through that windshield, like, fast as shit. Like, there's nothing you could do. You're done. You can squish like a bug.
After their first 2 meetings went so well, they decide to regularly film together. And Coracle decides that he is going to make a genuine effort to improve Dakota's situation, documenting it all for his social media pages, which are seeing massive numbers with the Dakota videos. They would also film these videos in costume, something that got Coracle's page to 1 million followers before he even met Dakota.
Okay, at least they treated him a lot better, because the other dudes was stealing from him. They just got him riding around in a little car.
Are you eating the butter, Dakota?
This nigga eating the butter?
The majority of content that they filmed together was either like this or them buying Dakota new items. He had a bad habit of losing his phones and breaking his glasses, so Coracle had to buy him countless pairs of both, a problem that would only worsen as the years went on.
Here's the damage. Explain what happened.
My dog.
Your dog ate it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Did you get a warranty?
Considering I had to get him 3 phones.
Hold on, time out. What was that laugh? Don't ever trust nobody with that laugh, bro. Like, don't ever trust nobody with that laugh. That's like a middle school ugly laugh. That's like a middle school ugly laugh that one girl always got for no reason. Everybody stop laughing as soon as she do it. They either stop laughing or they laugh even harder when she do it.
Considering I had to get him 3 phones, and replace a lot of the things that have got him, luckily I got the warranty.
Coracle was still in the process of helping Dakota get an apartment, so he was still living at this abandoned house process.
This nigga just slobbered. Did you see that? Did you see how he just slobbered? Did you see this slobber? Watch the slobber. Watch the slobber.
Of helping Dakota get.
Look how his slobber come off the lip. Ew, I'm about to.
Apartment. So he was still living at this abandoned house with a troop of other homeless people who, like I said earlier, were stealing from him and extorting him.
Okay.
But it would hit a whole new level when Dakota had to be hospitalized due to an interaction with 2 other members of the household. Dakota claims that he locked 2 individuals named Chu and Ate out of the house and was thrown down the stairs for it, leaving him with a massive gash on the side of his head and a brain bleed, requiring immediate medical attention. And once Dakota was out of the hospital, Coracle would give us an update, showing how bad Dakota had been injured.
Okay, see your new haircut.
Bro, it was they had the
Yes.
Let me see the scar.
they had to they threw him down the stairs like.
It looks a lot better than what it did, though.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know what happened, you want to explain summarize what happened.
Basically, I had a brain bleed and
And how did you get a brain bleed?
there was 2 people they named Chu and Ate. They threw me down the stairs.
After seeing this, Coracle was now more determined than ever to get Dakota out of this situation. So the next step they took is actually an extremely important one if you're homeless, and that's acquiring a valid ID. Dakota has been using a SpongeBob ID for the past 3 years.
Look at me dead in my face and tell me he ain't been using a SpongeBob ID for the last 3 years. He's in his 20s, by the way. A SpongeBob ID, bro. Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure it just has a picture of SpongeBob on it. It's not real at all. And an ID is extremely important in regards to getting housing. So this was a massive step in the right direction for Dakota.
Remember that little homeless dude I found? Well, today I'm going to help him go get a new ID. Now you'll finally have a license for your Lambo. So this was the ID he was using.
He was really using a SpongeBob ID. No, he was really using that. Look.
So
That's a real SpongeBob ID. He was serious with that.
Things were finally looking up for Dakota. New ID, new phones, new glasses, and an apartment on the horizon.
Dakota
Coracle would
good.
also set up Dakota in a motel for a couple of weeks, even losing his deposit because Dakota couldn't help but smoke in the room. But other than that, there were legitimate improvements in Dakota's life. Improvements that sadly would not last, because during his last day at the motel, he would meet Felicity. It's now April 2025. Coracle and Dakota had known each other for almost half a year, and were seeing great progress in improving Dakota's life. But like I said earlier, during his last day at the motel, he would meet a woman in the lobby who asked if she could pet his dog, and then asked if he would be her boyfriend. This would be none other than Felicity. They would exchange information and agree to meet up for a first date soon. But it went about as badly as it could, because when he went to pick her up for the date, she wasn't even there. Eventually, the first date does actually happen. They meet up at a mall for food and shopping, and Felicity immediately starts begging Dakota to buy her things.
Immediately up on contact, she's like, yo, buy me this, buy me that, and he gonna do it. That's the thing. And the thing is, she not even like, I'm not saying you should buy girl stuff because they look good, but at least don't
food and shopping.
You know what I'm saying? Don't look like
first date does actually happen. They meet up at a mall for food and shopping, and
yeah, bruh, you so out of date. Like you so out of date. Nah, don't buy her nothing. Do not buy her nothing.
Felicity immediately starts begging Dakota to buy her things that Coracle is going to have to buy. And she's kind of manipulative about it, telling Dakota things like, you promised to spoil me.
Does she have a condition too?
Yes, it did work because she got almost everything she wanted. Felicity is problematic, to say the least, especially if she's your girlfriend. She claims to have over a dozen ex-boyfriends.
A dozen ex-boyfriends.
Some of whom she still keeps in regular contact with. She is also very chatty and very loud.
This build is crazy. To the no neck, to the chin, to the no chin. The hairline, even though she's a girl, the forehead sticking out. Do they have a condition? Before I say all this, you know, if they have a condition, I take everything back.
Incredibly rude at times. Later on,
no, I don't, because she knows what she's doing. She just extorted him. She getting everything. Gotta say,
we're going to talk about an event where she throws fruit at old people. It's a mess. But for now, Dakota and even Coracle hadn't realized just how much trouble they'd gotten themselves into, because their current goal was getting permanent housing for Dakota. But he wasn't out of the woods just yet. The abandoned house that Dakota and the other people were living at had
him up.
Owner show.
You letting your girl pick you up? First of all, he just met this girl. It's probably like 10 days later knowing him, bro. Like, they don't even really know each other.
And they told everyone that they had a day to get out. So Dakota calls Coracle and begs him to pick up a U-Haul to gather his things. But when Coracle arrives, all of the homeless people start loading their items into the U-Haul. A process that begins in the morning and goes well into the night.
So today I'm helping Dakota move and into the car.
Yep. So you're moving up.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
He told me if I don't help them move that they're going to be kicked out tonight. Telling his girlfriend that I'm going to take him to see her today.
Sometime today,
leave this girl alone. Just move out.
I was just trying to be a good friend and help him out, and his girlfriend was really wanting to see him. She's one of those.
Are we done yet?
At this point, we were waiting for them to move for 2 hours, and Dakota became frustrated.
Don't bite me.
Don't do that, Dakota. She's just.
What did he just say? Did he just say the? He just say the what?
For 2 hours, and Dakota became frustrated.
Don't bite me.
That sound like the N-word to me, y'all. That sound like the N-word.
Don't do that.
Waiting for them to move for 2 hours, and Dakota became frustrated.
Don't bite me.
Don't do that, Dakota. She's
see how you blocked it up?
And then to make it worse, he starts playing this.
I'm not gonna lie, Dakota. I didn't think my day could get any worse, so I heard that song. That song is garbage.
After nearly 4 hours of waiting for them to move, we finally got all the stuff to the next house. I guess they took my advice about getting into the back. So after another couple hours, this is what I get. Me turn.
See you, Dakota.
This was also around the time that Coracle had informed Dakota that he was in no situation to be taking care of a dog. The dog's name was Socks, and Dakota was less than kind to it on a number of occasions.
I can tell.
You saw it during the move-out video when the dog was simply trying to play with him. He freaked out on it. I feel so bad for that dog. God only knows what it saw living in that house. But I'm happy to inform you that Coracle convinced Dakota to rehome it, and I really think that's the best option. If you're calling your dog the N-word for playing with you, or I guess just at all, you're probably more of a cat person. But even then, I don't think so. But I digress. Dakota's situation had actually not changed much. Him and the troop of homeless people had moved from one abandoned house to the next. God only knows if Chew and Ate are still there, and it's still April, it's cold outside, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because Dakota had finally acquired his apartment with the help of Coracle. There was one thing holding him back, and that would be his love for Felicity. Because it definitely wasn't a two-way street. Felicity was actively flirting with other men behind Dakota's back, and possibly even cheating on him, something that made Dakota incredibly sad.
Oh, this is gonna crash out again.
You wait till we got back.
Hold on, bro. I gotta fix my light real quick, bro.
And possibly
Dakota,
even
you let this happen again?
Something that made Dakota incredibly sad.
Again, the more you look at stressing, Dakota found out she cheated.
Hey, friend. You wait till we got back.
So she was here?
Take a shower, yes.
With him alone?
Felicity's supposed infidelity caused a number of breakups between the two, and sometimes Dakota would write these letters to her, now infamously known as their breakup letters, and I want to read a couple for you, because I think they give some insight as to what him and Felicity are fighting about. To Felicity, I'm sorry we couldn't be together, but I'm the problem. If I could be of help to you, and then you might not be together, but I need you.
Listen to me. Listen to me. He found out she was cheating on him again. So probably, let's say twice. It could be 3. We don't know about Felicity. I don't even know who's doing that. I'm gonna be very honest with you. We all seen her face. But like, he said, I'm the problem. Let me know. We could work it out. I need you. Bro, I understand though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't made it this far with her. I mean, I don't know how long it's been. Probably been a few months. Like, I completely understand.
There is a very dark cloud looming on the horizon at this point in the story, and this cloud actually has a name, Jimmy. Jimmy is the second homeless man that attempted to make Dakota's residence his residence, and it started off kind of like the first guy who attempted to stay there, just hanging around, which eventually led to staying the night, then items go missing, even important stuff like the microwave, and then Jimmy starts moving more of his friends in, getting Dakota into some of his first trouble with the apartment complex, which has a strict rule on only him living there. And eventually Coracle gets Jimmy and company out, but Felicity tries to move in, continuing this problematic streak between Dakota and the apartment complex. If things couldn't get any worse, Jimmy starts poking around again. And I guess it's worse than ever. Felicity and Dakota claim that Jimmy will watch them while they sleep, along with doing a number of other disturbing things. That Jimmy will watch them. I guess it's worse than ever. Felicity and Dakota claim that Jimmy will watch them while they sleep, along with doing a number of other disturbing things that I can't really talk about here on YouTube. But let's just say that Jimmy was not a good person in the slightest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Jimmy, you would have been gone. As soon as I would have peeked my eye and see you over here watching me like this, I would have rolled over, fake like I was rolling over. I would have stole that nigga right there. I would have threw that nigga into the wall. You gonna watch me sleep? I brought you in here. You still in the microwave? You gotta go, bro. You gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not.
So Coracle once again had to scare him off. This time catching the whole confrontation on camera.
Can you picture your face with this?
No, don't take a picture of me, man. No.
Hey, watch out. Back up, man. Back up.
You don't take a picture of me.
Back up.
I can tell you ain't got no teeth.
This was the last time I heard them talk about Jimmy, but I don't know if they've quite cut contact. Especially after Dakota and Coracle's falling out, which we'll get to shortly. For now, things were finally going back in the right direction for Dakota. His life made incredibly easier by Coracle's deep pockets. He was constantly buying him new phones and new glasses, some people even speculating that he was trading the phones for cash, and later claiming that they were stolen.
So today I had to get Dakota glasses for the 3rd time. Hopefully 3rd time's a charm.
Glasses is not cheap at all.
He sat on him.
I sat my jelly butt side on him.
Well,
I don't like
Coracle would also work on getting doctors and dentist appointments for not just Dakota, but also Felicity.
We gotta talk to the doctor. We just gotta tell him everything we think's wrong. With you, Dakota, I think we should probably tell him about like trimmers and stuff. We tell him. Well, they could get you on like medicine to chill them out. You see, Dakota has a condition called tremors. Tremors can cause shaky movements throughout your body, mostly your hands, but it can also be your legs, your face, and sometimes it can even affect your vocal cords. So that's one of the main things I want to go over with a doctor. And then Felicity's appointment is mainly for her.
Be honest, y'all going for it? Be very honest in the comments. Are y'all going for it? No, right? Okay then. Thank you. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know.
my mom never figured out why I was so smart.
He thinks he's grown.
He might have.
Maybe.
When we got in there, they got into a little fight.
You came close to me and I poked you.
Oh, shit.
Wait till we get home.
Try to keep your voice.
Look at they bed. Wait till we get home and this is the bed they both sleep on. Y'all both gonna fall off this bed. Like, this ain't supporting nothing. You ain't got no comfort. Your back wake up hurting. I wonder if
you guys have been following the channel, you would know that I got Dakota in an apartment a while ago when he was homeless. The thing is though, I got Dakota the apartment, not Felicity. So I had to give them a tough talk and let them know that she's not allowed to stay there or he could potentially...
Yo, Dakota, please tell me. Dakota, please tell me you made the right decision You stayed in the apartment by yourself. Just that's all I want to hear. And
Be kicked out. This was just another one of the many things that Coracle had gone out of his way to do for the couple. Almost any time that they needed help, he was there, even when they weren't asking for it, even when the help was somewhat against their wishes. Sure, it was not 100% altruistic. His videos collaborating with Dakota had seen millions of views, but they had also developed somewhat of a friendship, and at certain points it felt like Dakota was using Coracle just as much as the other way around. The only thing that Coracle didn't do was seemingly give him large sums of money, which is probably smart because it could end up in him getting hurt in numerous ways. But below the surface, this was something that bothered Dakota, especially when people around him started pouring poison in his ear. None of which has been helped by Felicity, who is still actively messaging other men and causing
Felicity,
a scene almost everywhere she goes. At some point around this time, Felicity would be trespassed from Dakota's apartment because she had been staying there too much. She was allowed to stay occasionally, but not a whole lot because that meant she would be living there and it was against the rules. But Felicity didn't really care about this. She would still frequently visit Dakota, who was experiencing his peak of popularity with Coracle. Needless to say, a lot of filming was being done, and Felicity was caught doing some sus things multiple times.
Yeah, I picked up Dakota and Felicity because Felicity called me crying.
She threw that across the room and told me to get out of the house. She's like, this is what you get for being the horriblest, worst daughter ever.
So apparently Felicity got into it with her parents and somehow her phone broke.
We're gonna have to get a case for it. You know I'm clumsy, honey. This one right here will work.
She was really upset, so I got her a brand new phone with a case and a...
She's faking. She's faking. Let me tell you why I know why. Let me tell you why. Look, this is how I know she faking. Look at the fit. Everything sucks t-shirt with a cow. I don't know if this is a skirt or some shorts. She don't got the choker on. I can't say nothing out of it. But you can't trust people who look like they have no chin. Now look, within 5 minutes, we gonna see that she was lying the whole time.
Screen protector. Somehow Felicity already has a call on a new phone. Who is it?
My ex-boyfriend.
Your ex-boyfriend?
Yo, ex-boyfriend? Yo, bro, if I'm Dakota, I'm out, bro. If I'm Dakota, your boyfriend called you instantly. We haven't even got at the mall yet. He already calling you. He already calling you. You need to leave as soon as we get home, bro. You gotta go. This is the third, fourth time, sixth time. What do you say, 3 or 6 times? This is really the 7th time of you cheating. You cheated 7 times, and Dakota, you took her back, and you was writing her letters. Oh, I need you, Dakota, Felicity. Let's just see. I just want to know what they have to say.
Best friend.
Now it's time to make some dinner. Who is it?
You see how she fake out of breath? All of it. She was good. All she took was 4 steps. Look.
My ex-boyfriend.
Your ex?
My ex-boyfriend. Maybe you need that choker, bro. Like, maybe you need that for real. Hey, if you don't stop, I told you about flickering. Hey.
Boyfriend?
/ best friend.
Now it's time to make some dinner. He's making the spaghetti we got from the store. But while he was making it, his girlfriend got a call from her ex.
Again?
That's our ex-boyfriend.
And y'all should have heard what she was saying.
He's talking about being with 2 guys.
We told him what she was saying and this happened.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, nothing. Really just talking. Here's Dakota. Oh, fuck. Dakota, come here. Come here. I love you.
I'm cooking right now.
Oh, nah. You see how she got caught and they in the same room. If bro one right there that's taking care of him, well, bro, she probably be doing that in front of Dakota. When bro not there with the dude who's taking care of him not there, and Dakota probably just sitting there. Cause he know he gonna allow that.
Love you.
Love you.
Well, you trying to say I love you. I would have punched the phone.
Why is she
would have needed a
talking
new
to her
phone.
ex? Very odd. May I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
How lucky are you to have 2...
What? Okay, he's taking care of them, right? This the one that's taking care of them. I can't say nothing. He's about that.
I'll text you.
May I ask you a question?
She got that choker on again.
Yeah, what's up?
How lucky are you to have 2 boyfriends?
He knows I'm his true love.
So you were just joking with the other...
Yeah, that was just my best friend. Kevin and I have been together for a year.
Almost a year.
He is the love of my life.
That was a funny joke, Felicity. I've never heard a joke like that.
October of 2025, Felicity would leave West Virginia for South Carolina because she had met a man online. This man turned out to be Robert Edward Fleming, a 55-year-old man who was no stranger to the offender registry. And I believe Felicity...
Hold on. Look, Felicity looked like one of those. She would mess with one of them dudes that be messing with the minors. She looked like she would mess with a dude like that and allow it in the same house. Dakota, boss up, bro. Just go ahead, boss up.
Felicity would spend less than a month there. Exactly what she got up to was contested, but we do know that she carried on a relationship with Robert.
I told you about doing that, didn't I? Didn't I tell you about doing that?
Only leaving him because she claimed he was too demanding, once again returning to West Virginia and back to Dakota. Okay. Initially, she claimed the only reason she was there was because one of her relatives was having a funeral, but a TikTok tea page would reveal messages between her and Robert that painted a very different picture, confirming that her and this depraved individual were actually in a relationship, albeit a brief one. After this came to light, she would then claim she was using Fleming for money, and that was the only reason she had left.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hold on. Are you gonna make me mad even more, or are you gonna turn on? I thought so. Why do I have to talk to you like this for you to work?
For money, and that was the only reason she had left.
Hey guys, I'm back. As you can tell, better than ever.
These two buck teeth is really killing me, bro, with them big ass bivocals. And who is Dakota Harper? I thought her name was Felicity. Whose account is this? Did you steal this too? You stole this account too? So you steal accounts too? Okay, and you cheat.
The reason why I left to go to South Carolina was not because...
Oh my gosh! This nigga a whole jump scare. My fault though, bro. I do need that for the thumbnail. Appreciate you, dog.
To him was because of Robert Fleming.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not with that man. I used him for money. Tell him, Dakota. Who came back to you?
You.
When is our 10th? Was our 10th anniversary?
She don't even know. She don't even know. They were just at the sink. He was just cooking. He knows. He was like, yeah, we've almost been together for a year, but she's stuttering, can't even get the word out.
I late for our 10th anniversary? Yeah, I was. So y'all people need to keep your my goddamn name out of y'all's goddamn mouth.
Okay.
Before I sue y'all bitches ass.
You can't
because I'm sick and tired of it.
You don't got the cash.
I've been sleeping in this goddamn bed for 2 nights.
Okay.
Leave my man alone. Leave his name out of his goddamn mouth. Shut up. Before I sue both y'all bitches' ass.
Shut up.
Only a couple hours after Felicity returned, she acted like nothing had ever happened, and Dakota seemingly accepted it, but that didn't mean that his life was improving. In fact, it was going the opposite direction. He had fallen back into some of his bad old habits, and as each day passed, his apartment was looking more and more like the old abandoned house he had stayed in. Besides, he's gonna leave the apartment because Felicity can't stay there, and he decides once again to become homeless, living out of a motel with Felicity.
You guys know how Felicity...
He went home. Look, this is a lesson. He went homeless for a girl that wear no shoes outside, mud puddle right there, wear the same old pajamas and shorts with the same old choker. She don't wash the choker. I don't think she washed herself. When was the last time she washed her hair? Like, we didn't see her hair look the same. It's been in no styles except for a bun. And that's it. Like, why would you don't go home?
He was trespassed from Dakota's apartment, right? Well, they didn't want to be separated, so they got a hotel together. Keep in mind, Dakota still has his apartment. He's not evicted. And Felicity's parents, they want her home. And they'll even let Dakota come visit. So they both have places to be. Here's how they feel about Dakota's apartment.
He probably will be evicted by tomorrow, I hope. Probably so.
I hope so.
You hope so? All right, guys. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I guess they don't want the apartment.
Okay.
Who's that guy, Dakota?
I'm doing that. Got a dog named Trixie.
Y'all met him here? Mm-hmm. You already went inside the hotel?
Yeah. Are you happy? This is where we fucking met.
So I'm trying to tell them they shouldn't let strangers in their room, but it seems like they're not thinking correctly right now. I dropped off Dakota to get some things for the hotel, and while we were waiting, I took Felicity to get some deodorant and shampoo.
I gotta call my husband.
And I had her ask Dakota which deodorant he likes.
My hair is getting on the wing.
When's the last time you shampooed it?
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. I haven't showered because I've been so stressed out. Me and him both.
I haven't showered because I've been so stressed out. Nigga, get in the shower, bro. Like, that has nothing to do with you stinking. A shower takes about 15-20 minutes. If you really in there for real, 30 to 35. Just get in the shower, bro. You could have been got in the shower.
So after Felicity and I went shopping, we went over to go pick up Dakota.
I just want to be with Dakota as much as I can, Jake. I don't want to be lonely or without him.
So we got back to the hotel and they started to unpack everything.
And with that one simple decision, based on his love for Felicity, he has cost himself a year of progress and possibly the best chance he ever had.
Don't let nobody kill your progress, bro. That's one thing. Don't let nobody kill your progress.
At getting the help he desperately needs. Because Coracle also took this as a sign to step back from Dakota and Felicity. All of this is made even more infuriating by the fact that Dakota isn't grateful for any of it, when there are countless homeless people out there who could benefit from such treatment, who could actually turn their lives around, not squander it for selfish reasons. Now that Coracle's out of the picture, the future is extremely uncertain. Like I said earlier, Dakota has begun to hang around more people who are filming him on TikTok, and also asking them for money and items, requests that they oblige and film, creating what feels like a straight-to-DVD version of Coracle's content.
That's exactly what happened with Crazy K.
Going this way, buddy. We've had a good day today, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had a good day.
Yeah,
we went to Walmart. I got two new tires.
This is the current state of Dakota and Felicity's lives. They're bouncing around from motel room to friend's house, continuing to break up and linking up with more unsavory characters. The one person who seemed to truly want good for them is gone, back to posting the motorcycle content that got him a million viewers in the first place. The fact of the matter is, Coracle didn't need Dakota, but I don't know if the opposite is true. Apparently they still maintain contact, but they no longer film together. And with all the smack Dakota's been talking about Coracle,
they don't need to maintain no contact. Here, look, Dakota, bro, like, people is obviously taking advantage of his mental, like, he's not all the way there. Like, Crazy K to the Bloods to Felicity, who was asking things for her, and it really took a hold of him when he had to make a decision between the apartment and Felicity. Like, y'all could still see each other, even though she got caught cheating 7 times. And he still went over there. It was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna just leave the apartment. I'll be back. You will not be back. Like, they even said the dude that was taking care of them, like, they not even cool no more. And Felicity, no, just no, bro. Yo, I'm gonna take all my anger out on you. Everybody that, look, let me tell you something. Everybody that don't hit that like and subscribe button, and every view it gets, I'm gonna get more mad, and all my anger will be taken out on you if you don't start working correctly too. That's another add-on. But besides that, peace.